And good morning. As promised, we got the Yak 9U. And it's got all the engine upgrades. It came from the last aircraft. Got the gun upgrades down to the 37.
You are approaching the front line.
And it's got and you can just purchase the 20 millimeter cannons. So, no big deal. Um, this is a relatively fast aircraft, supposedly. We'll see. Where it hurts at, and it does hurt at this was the aircraft of all the Soviet designs, the definitive model of the Yak 9U. Excuse me, I got a little bit of burp going here. And recognizes the best of the Soviet altitude fighters. And yes, they did have a few. And of course, what we get stuck with is an aircraft with a 4,200 foot altitude limit. Guys, you're a Soviet, you're not a Soviet company, please bite my tongue. Come on now, you know better than this. The 45 millimeter was never recorded as being mounted on this aircraft. The K had been more than enough. Thank you very much. They'd had all they wanted of it. Not that the NS-45 was a bad plane, because it wasn't. That wasn't the problem with it. The problem with it was that it was too much for the aircraft that were asked to fly it. The 45 millimeter cannon, the NS-45, was belt fed, and it had twice the thrust of what a Sturmovik wing could carry. Just bluntly. Okay, you could literally tear the wings off it by mounting it on the aircraft. Tried on a TS1, TU1. Didn't work out well there either. That wasn't the gun's fault, that was the engine's fault. But it was the gun in search of an aircraft that could actually handle the thing. And just weren't a whole heck of a lot of those. So you have a Soviet fighter that could actually get up there and mix it up at a high altitude, and you didn't. And you didn't take advantage of it, dudes. And we're not talking, one-off, weird. You're talking about an aircraft that was in managed production, a lot of them. By the way, its operation altitude was 31,000 feet. What's your idea of a altitude fighter is, but World War II would certainly fit mine. Now, I've never been known to bitch about aircraft before, right? But I like them to be somewhat close to what they're supposed to be, at least, P-47s with 5,000 foot range. There's an aircraft you never wanted to run across at high altitude was a P-47D. Big lumbering fighter suddenly became the most nimble thing. It would roll around like inside of a washing machine. Became highly dangerous at altitude. And we have aircraft coming in. I'm going to see it right now. We have Bud here. The mighty Bud. Okay, the whole like Swiss cheese Bud. I can say that. He's a robot. He can't get hurt. His feelings hurt. But guys, calm down. I'm not a mean person. I'm just having some fun here. Alright, let's get out of that. I'm not going to really... There's a price to pay when you overshoot your targets. Ouch. I'm going to write my congressman. I was checking it out the other day, and I swear I must have hit the battle button 3 or 4 times getting on.
Hang in there. You'll soon be cut off from support. I say again.
I'm going to assume this is an 800-point game.
We cannot support you any longer. The storm is too heavy. Do you copy? Over.
Level 20 coming in. Ah! I actually survived that, too. That was not intentional. I got a case of target lock and refused to let go. Dumb. Oh boy. And he don't like me anyway. Oh, dumb on multiple counts, wasn't he? He just shot himself down too.
Keep it up.
I guess he figured I was more valuable to the team than he was. Not smart. Okay, so got a little bit to go here. Yeah, that was a little tough to watch. Well, I gotta say, I'm pleased with the aircraft. Not so sure I'll like the 45 that much, but yeah. Who knows? Haven't got it yet. And there we go.
Head back home.
I always like to see those. Good outing. As we get back to the hangar, we'll see what we did. Good. Glad to see him making some progress there. I'll be playing this one a little bit. 8 kills. I'm going to assume that's 2 assist aerial kills. Yeah. 24-11. It's not bad. The responsiveness is not bad. Like that. Really need this. I'll need to get some experience to finish up here. And on the team score, came in a comfortable number 1. And Dark Abyss over at TWE Clan did very well as well. No, that's not good. Take the cap locks off. Alright, so we're very pleased with the aircraft. Here's what we've got to upgrade on it. The airframe I now have 7,554 points, and the 45 NS cannon is 11,554, but it'll be the entire 21. You gotta buy them both, right? So anyway, but we're coming along, and I gotta admit that I'm happier with this than I have been with the 9U. Seems a little more aerodynamic. And I'm going to have it a while because the SU-9 is what I'm after. I already have a Yak-15, and we have every bit of 110,000 points before we can get there. But this actually looks to be a little more fun than my previous journey, and I'm glad to be done with the 9. The 9U looks like I'll like it better. Whether the 45 works out or not, I don't know. But at least we got decent side cannons on it for a change instead of a single machine gun. By the way, all this ever really had was this, which was deemed plenty enough, and they never really changed that armament. Intended as high altitude fighters, so this bit, the 39, 37, is not appropriate. They need to raise that. No reason for it to be down at 39, 37. Doesn't carry ordnance or anything. So I don't understand this one at all. This needs to be changed, guys. Survivability is okay. Airspeed's pretty good. And maneuverability is okay. Basically puts it in P-51 territory, P-51 type speed. This is fairly accurate, the 413 from everything I've researched. And the P-51 had come in about 437, 444, depending on who you believe, how it was loaded, so forth and so on. These are guidance numbers, by the way, folks. They're not of all the statistics on planes until you see the test pilot's report on it. And America had lots of them on its aircraft. So a lot of them are still available. Read one on the P-51H. That was one screaming fast aircraft. This is a good plane, so I'm looking forward to it. The next one in the line, which will be forever, but is this puppy. So you see, it's barely an upgrade over in speed-wise, but and maneuverability is depends on what's if there's anything hung underneath it. Okay, about 46. Well, it's carrying for armament though. A 37 millimeter, a 23 millimeter. Surely it's got to have ordnance on it. It's not showing anything here. But that's what we're working towards, the SU-9. I'm going to take a look at it here and see what's available. Yeah, it carries 2 500-pound bombs. And you can upgrade this to the 45 and to, it's like 23 millimeters. And that's 23s. Those are good weapons. And you finally have some ordnance on it, so that actually makes some sense. And you go from that to a 211, and from that to the 250. They're like 57 millimeter guns. Boy, that must have been some aircraft. All right, listen, I appreciate you spending some time with me today. This is, of course, introducing the Yak 9U. A lot of fun. This is a lot of fun. Y'all have a great day. We'll see you soon. Bye-bye.